Ladies and gentlemen, this is the War of the RGB. I'm Aries and we are back with another video, and this time it is a war, a comparison of sorts of two of my favorite RGB lights. One is the Aperture MC, this tiny little thing, and one is the Godox Lc500r. So let's see who wins. Actually, it's not so much of a war or a competition, but it is actually to see what are the differences and which has an advantage over the other in certain different situations. So let's go! So first of all, I have made a video on each of these lights, so the links of which are in the description below, but please wait, watch this video and then watch those. So number one, the size. So this is the Godox Lc500r, the RGB version of this light stick, and this is about 2 feet long, right? And this little light, I'm calling it little because it is like almost as long as my index finger. So this is tiny, but this is big. But tiny in size, but in power, not really. So when it comes to convenience and carrying these two lights, I can fit 2 of these in my pockets. In fact, 4 of these if I'm wearing a jeans which has 2 pockets at the back and 2 pockets in front, so I can carry 4 lights just in my pants. This I can't really carry in my pants. I mean, it'll look a little odd. But even if I have to carry this, it has a nice case, and it is of course much more portable than other LED lights. It's just a light stick and it's fairly light for its size, so it is convenient, but not as convenient and small as this light is. Secondly, to use it, this needs a man or a woman to hold this light, or an assistant or somebody, or you have to put this on a light stand with a clamp, because this 1/4 inch thread that they provided over here is not very good. I have had bad experience with this, and I usually use like a super clamp which holds this light over here on the stand, and then you can fix it in front of your subject or your object, whatever. But this light, well, you can put this on a light stand too. But the winning point of this light is that at the back of this light, they have magnets. Yes, magnets which you can attach anywhere and everywhere. So even if you don't have a light stand, if you have a pole or a window or a door or a fan, wherever, you can just attach it there and you can light up any place without a heavy duty stand or a clamp or a person to hold it. So much so that you can hide it inside of real lights and use it as a practical light for lighting up your scene. And that is an amazing feature and a winning point for this. So 1 point to the Aperture MC for its size, compactness and portability. Next point. Now with size, you may say that of course this is a small light and you can't compare the power of this with this big light, and that is true. Of course this is a more powerful light and it has more LEDs inside it, but if you add about 2 or 3 of these together, one on top of the other, it can match the power of this light, and it can do everything that this light does, but a little more in fact, in certain situations. Like for example, the Godox Lc500r comes with a remote control. Very nice remote, and it has a lot of functions. It has various modes, various color modes, various ways that you can change the color temperature, the hue, saturation, everything of course. But still, it is not quite as flexible as this, because this Aperture MC has Bluetooth connectivity with your phone. It has an app called the Sidus app, which is so flexible, so convenient. You can choose millions of colors from that, and in fact the best part is there's a color picker mode in this app in which you can point that app towards anything, any object that's around you, and it'll pick up that very color and put it in this light, and then this light will beam that color. That is just magical and just superb. What a concept. When it comes to the convenience of using the light, so with the Godox Lc500r, you do get the remote, and which is very convenient in a lot of ways, but you can't program it, as in you can't use very many light sticks together and program them. But with this Sidus Link app, with the Aperture MC, you can program them, you can sequence them, you can decide which light. If you have 2, 3 or 4 of these MC lights kept in a room, you can decide which one goes first, which one goes later, how the color modes changes to what. You can just play around with it and really get as creative as you want with this app and this light. So another point to Aperture MC? Yes, I think so. Now talking about special effects that both these lights have, actually over there I think it's a draw because both these lights have these great different modes which you can use for filmmaking or for just making like music videos and stuff like that. It has lightning mode, both of them have these cop car mode, they have this party mode, they have this faulty bulb mode and paparazzi modes. Both these lights have these very similar same modes and they're both quite good, so yeah, it's a draw. Now as far as charging goes, the Aputure MC is charged to a USB-C port over here and you can just plug it into a wall or a USB-C charger and it will charge itself. Whereas the Godox Lc500r has an adapter which comes with the light which you need to plug it in, and both of these lights take about hour and a half to charge fully and both of them last pretty long. I have not really calculated the time as such, but they last pretty long, as in I have never had any issues them suddenly going off in the middle of a shoot. So again, a tie. But wait. Actually, if you buy 4 of these Aputure MCs, it comes with a case, a wireless charging case, where you put 4 of these together in a wireless charging case and they charge wirelessly, obviously, and that's an amazing feature which this bigger light doesn't have. And there's another version if you buy like 12 of these lights and if you want to really light up your whole house, you can do that too. That's also a wireless charging case. So yeah, that's innovative. Now the Godox Lc500r comes with these nice barn doors where you can kind of direct the light, angle of the light, where you can choose how much of a light spill that this light gives, whereas the Aputure MC does not have any kind of a barn door. But however, the Aputure MCs have a diffuser which you can put on top of the light and it gives a nice diffused light, soft light, which the Lc500r does not have. You can of course put a diffusion cloth in front of that, but this light comes with this nice little diffusion panel. I like it. So that, I don't know if it's a tie or a draw, but let's give 1 point to each. So a lot of people ask me that can one use the Aputure MC as a main light, because it's a small light and people usually use it as an accent light, like that light at the back, that's an Aputure MC over there. But yeah, you can use maybe 2 or 3 and put a diffusion in front of it, or an umbrella. I have shown in a previous video over here in the link down below, you can check it out. So you can use that as a main light also. But of course, the Godox Lc500r is a very easy to use light source, like a main light source. Is quite powerful, one light and it does it all. So I have to give that point to the Godox Lc500r, because for one light source which does it all, the Godox Lc500r. So there you have it. Now, I know it's a tough decision to choose which one to buy, because both of them have their own characteristics, they both have their own pros and cons. None of them have really any cons. I have both of them and I use both of these lights in various situations, different purposes, different lights. But I have to say both these lights do their job excellently. Is that a word? Perfectly. Brilliantly. I love these lights. And so will you. If you buy any of these 2 lights, you will be happy. So now it's your turn to decide which one do you want. And whichever you like, or whichever you think is a better one according to you, leave a comment down below and let me know. Let's have a discussion on this. I have both. Maybe you should get both. Or get one of them. Tell me which one you got. So if you like this video, please give me a like and do not forget to subscribe, because if you don't, somebody else might. Because if you don't, you will miss out the fun and the information that I give over here. Until next time, keep shooting. Oh, wait. We need to do a better one. Until next time, keep shooting. Oh, that could be a thumbnail, in fact. Yeah, let's make it a thumbnail.